Here's 5 tips in DragonBall SparkingZero that can make you take some small advantages and turn them into some pretty big victories. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you found this useful. Starting the video off, we have number 1, combo clashing into heavy attacks. You'll notice that when you and your opponent attack each other, at the same time, you'll see some white clashing effects that indicate you and your opponent's attacks. There are a few ways to get around this. 1, you can vanish behind your opponent with your block button on standard controls. You can perception and knock them away or even get into a sonic sway. 3, you can go for a heavy attack in the middle of the clash. That includes lift strikes and leg sweeps. Personally, I like the 3rd option just because it gives you more combo potential. Tip number 2, sidestep heavies. These happen when you're in close combat range with your opponent. Once in range, pressing your dash button and moving your character to the left, right, forward, or backwards, then pressing your key blast button. Depending on what it is, this can be an excellent combo starter and when it seems like you can't find an opening. Some characters have a key blast cannon, some characters have a solid gut check. Not only are they good combo openers and a good way to gain some momentum, but they also have another useful application. They can instantly go through the super armor of some characters like Android 19 and Dr. Gero. Tip number 3, curving rushdown supers. Rushdown supers are easily one of the best ways to solidify damage, but just like key blast supers, they can be blocked easily. But some characters' rushdown supers can be guided. That means in any direction you want, you can curve the super. You can wrap around left or right, over or below the opponent. This is, however, only something that a few characters can do. For example, every Goku with a rushdown super can do this, except all the God transformations like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and both versions of Ultra Instinct. Tip number 4, use the ground more. In most cases, launching an opponent upwards can be a very advantageous thing, but when you're aiming to get a super or even an ultimate off, try aiming to put the enemy closer to the ground if possible. Doing this makes it harder for the enemy to time their vanish to your super. And when you're in sparking, the closer to the ground, the better. If in any of these cases you can make your opponent hit the ground, not only are they stuck in one spot, but they also have no choice but to vanish or be hit because they won't be able to block. Last but not least, tip number 5, a combo that can guarantee you sparking. Granted that you and your opponent are decent feet off of the ground, this combo can guarantee you sparking, and the reason for that is because when you hit this combo on your opponent, they won't be able to recover in time to stop you. To do this combo, you won't need any ki or any skills. Start with a gut punch or anything that can cause this kind of stagger. Most importantly, this stagger must come from a rush attack combo. That's square or X depending on what console you play on. Next, you'll want to continue your combo into a lift strike. So that's square or X into an up triangle or Y. Then you'll quickly follow that up with your dash into a simple full rush combo. That's just mashing square or X depending on your console. You'll see your opponent drop out of the sky, and as soon as that final hit of your rush attack lands and you see your opponent starting to fall, you can begin your key charge. Just a side note, this will not work with another variation of this combo. Anything else will have your opponent recover.